Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here from the San Francisco 49ers Monday Night Football game, where the 49ers dropped their first game of the season, falling to 8-1 to the 8-2 Seattle Seahawks. Man, if you're going to lose a game, that's the game to lose. I mean, what a freaking game. As of right now, this is like the game of the year. It's probably the best football game that has been played in the NFL. Reminded me a lot of that Rams and Chiefs game from 2 years ago where they just went back and forth. That game had more scoring. This one had more defense in it. I honestly think that's the story of the night. The Seattle Seahawks defense and Russell Wilson won this football game for the Seahawks. Definitely Clowney, who came over from the Houston Texans, when his name came up that he was looking to move in the offseason, Seattle was like the one place in the world I honestly did not expect him to go. And once Seattle made the deal, I just was like, man, this is like the worst thing in the world for a 49er fan for the Seattle to get better. Seattle, as of right now, the 49ers beat them last year in a regular season game, but there's no doubt, just like talking about the Red Sox and the Yankees, the Seattle Seahawks, they are our daddy, and that is the team that we're going to have to beat. I use them as like my measuring stick. You can go back and watch videos past. I kept saying, these games are tough games, but I don't really want to be celebrating this undefeated season until we play Seattle and beat Seattle. I wanted to beat the Rams. I wanted to beat the Panthers. I thought those were teams that matched up against the 49ers really well, but I honestly said it doesn't matter until we play Seattle, because Seattle is a team that is built to win. It is built to beat us, and once again, they have done it. They own us. There was lots of talks about Richard Sherman and Russell Wilson eating that Thanksgiving feast a few years ago in 2014 on the 49ers logo at 50-yard line after winning the Madden MVP awards for that Thanksgiving game. A lot of people thought that was like the crowning jewel of the 49ers versus Seahawks rivalry. This morning I woke up, the Daily, the ESPN podcast hosted by Mina Kimes. I like her a lot. She guests on the Lebertard show. She's on Around the Horn a lot. But she talked about the rivalry in the NFL between the Seahawks and the 49ers was going to be born again. The Niners took a few years off because we sucked. And in that time period, the Seahawks was a good team. And, if anything's going to do it, this is going to do it. When it comes down to it with the 49ers, we had chances to win this game. I think, honestly, the story of the day is going to be how the Seahawks were able to change the pace of the game in the third quarter. Forget that. If you watch this game changed drastically very late in the second quarter before the half. A very, very, very lucky play by a 49er defensive man who was able to strip Metcalf at the 2-yard line. I still don't understand how we were able to keep the ball. I honestly thought once you leave the field of play, you were not allowed to come back into play. Especially to grab the ball from a defensive guy. The announcer said that basically he got 2 feet inbounds before gaining possession of the ball. Maybe that's the rule. Those guys are paid to know the game more than me. But, if that doesn't happen, Seattle scores. Seattle drove all the way downfield, and there was nothing the Niners can do to stop. We were just barely holding on to just tackle. Then when we could, they were doing anything they wanted to. And then they come right back out for half. Seattle fumbles the ball to us again. Gives us all the momentum in the world. And we gave the ball right back, which turned into a Seattle Seahawks score. We got a very, very lucky touchdown when Russell Wilson was getting sacked in the backfield. The ball blooped out, and the offensive lineman who was standing there just happened to catch the ball And for some reason, he started to run with the football. I don't know where he thought he was going. Honestly, in my opinion, I would have thought the lineman was just taught. You get the ball, fall down. You're not Emmitt Smith. You're not Barry Sanders. You're not taking that ball to the house. Where the hell was he running? And the Niners were able to just basically put a fist on the ball. They knew that guy didn't know how to hold the ball that well. He wasn't going to be carrying it with, the ball tucked in that well. And the ball rolled out. DeForest Buckner picked it up. Touchdown. We came back out. We got the 2-point conversion on the slant. But for the San Francisco 49ers, when Emmanuel Sanders went down with an injury, I believe in the second quarter, the offense stopped. With no Kittle out there, no Sanders, Deebo Samuel was able to make some plays for us. I don't even know where Goodwin was. I know last week he did not play and he wasn't hurt, so I don't know if basically he's just having temper tantrums, because they brought in Samuel to be the number one guy, and I guess maybe he thought he was going to be. But non-existent. Marquez Goodwin, he was targeted 3 times and did not catch the ball, so at least he did play today. Tevin Coleman was the main running back for the 49ers, 9 carries for 40 yards. Matt Beretta, 10 carries for 18 yards. The running attack for the 49ers was non-existent. Jimmy Garoppolo, 248 passing with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Defense, whole bunch of stats all over the place. They were able to get hands on Russell Wilson. They were able to stop him at times, but that overtime run that basically set up the last drive, damn. I mean, damn, that guy's good. A lot of people are already crowning him the MVP of football. We'll have to see how that plays out. I think when it comes down to it, Russell Wilson would rather have another Super Bowl ring than an MVP trophy. But he's kind of the guy that people are pointing their fingers at as of right now. The 49ers, with Robbie Gould down to an injury, had to sign a kicker. His name was Chase McLaughlin. I don't know where he went to school or where he came from. He might have just been the closest kicker to the 49ers training facility. He came in. Gould basically coached him up. He was able to kick a late field goal to put the game into overtime, but then with a chance to actually win it, he missed it. And it was a bad kick. I mean, it was bad beginning to end. There was no chance in hell. The only thing we could do was look around for a flag. You don't blame Chase McLaughlin for this game. You blame somebody like Jimmy Garoppolo. I think that Jimmy's going to have to realize that he did not play well under pressure. He is very lucky that he only threw 1 interception in this game, because for anybody who watched this game or a Seattle Seahawks fan who was paying attention, easily Seattle should have caught 4 interceptions, not counting the 1 that they did catch. Balls hitting guys right in the chest, hitting him in the hands, and they just didn't come up with the ball, mostly because I think they were surprised that Jimmy was throwing the ball to the wrong fucking team. But we're 8-1. We're a damn good football team. We're going to have to battle with the Seattle team. We're going to play them sooner than later. We play Arizona next week. We weren't going to go 16-0. We weren't going to win them all. You don't want to just go out there and lose one on purpose. But if you're going to lose a game, this is the game to lose. But it's a learning experience. Hopefully when we play Seattle next, we'll have Kittle. And then we'll also have Sanders to help the offense out. We had a lot of guys come back from injury this week. Hopefully, now that they've been in a game, coming back. The fullback, whose name I can't pronounce, damn, it was good to have him. I mean, when he can catch the ball, run the ball, when he's able to set blocks, it's a whole world of difference for this football team. So, Seattle, I tip my hat to you. You are my measuring stick as a 49er fan. Be ready for us, because I don't know what week we play, but when we do, this Niner team is going to be looking for revenge and looking for a win on you guys. Peace out, everybody. See you guys on Sunday with that game at Arizona. No, it's at home. I apologize. We're playing at home on Sunday, 1 o'clock against Arizona. We got to get this one, guys. Short week. Let's roll.